everybody. We will continue solving examples under topic 3, which is volumetric properties of fluids. Now, we will discuss application of compressibility charts. So this is the problem. Determine the specific volume of refrigerant 134A at 1 megapascals and 50 degrees Celsius using the ideal gas equation and the generalized compressibility chart. The following data are available for refrigerant 134A. So we have the critical pressure, temperature, and we're also given R in terms of kilopascal meter cube per kilogram Kelvin. We're also being asked to compare the values of A and B, which is the ideal gas and compressibility chart with the actual value from experiments. So this is from experiment, and determine the percent error. Okay, so for this one, there's a video link to my old video also explaining the problem. It's up to you if you want to view that. That's maybe I explained better before my younger days in the old video. You can also check that out. So the solution is already on the slide. I will not rewrite it. So I'm presenting here the solution on the slide. So these are the given values and the required V from the IG, the gas V using the compressibility chart compared with the experimental. I like the way I solved this before. There are steps. So step 1, we apply the ideal gas equation. Okay, so substitute the given values and we'll get the ideal gas equation. Percent error, it's V ideal gas minus V actual over V actual. And the percent error is 21.3%. It's not surprising that it's quite big because let's see the pressure and the temperature. The temperature is quite near the critical temperature. And also pressure is not small, it's 1 MPa, so it's not the pressure is not low, I mean. Next is we now use the generalized compressibility chart. We have to calculate for the reduced pressure and temperature, so we do that by dividing the values with the critical ones. So we get the reduced pressure and temperature. And now we read off from the chart. So this is PR at PR 0.246, so approximate, and TR, okay, TR 0.863. So these are isotherms. This is the isotherm for 0.85. This is the isotherm for 4.9. So we are I meant TR. So there's a typo here. TR 0.863 is somewhere here in between. So we get the intersection with the line, vertical line of TR 0.246 and read off on the left-hand side of the table, which gives us a Z, that's 0.84 approximately. So it's between 0.8 and 9 and a little bit lower than the middle, so it's 0.84. And we use that to calculate for the volume. So we multiply that with the ideal gas volume to get this real volume based on the compressibility chart. Comparing with the experimental value, we get the percent error. It's 1.87. It's lower compared to the percent error using the ideal gas equation because, of course, compressibility charts, we're calculating for the real gas volume. So we expect that it will give us the value near the experimental value. Okay, so that ends the solution for example 9. More of compressibility charts. For example 10, we are asked to determine the pressure of water vapor at 600 degrees Fahrenheit and 0.51431 feet cube per pound mass. So that's the specific volume. Using the steam tables, and steam tables would give us the actual or experimental value, and also the ideal gas equation and the compressibility chart. We're given the value of R in PSI feet cube pound per pound mass Rankine and the critical pressure and temperature of water in PSIA and Rankine. So here are the given values. I wrote them and they're required. For step 1, we use the steam table. You can use the Smith and Vanes. We have the British version of the steam table, but the screenshot I used here is from another book. Anyway, it should be the same or very near each other. So what you will get is for 600 degrees Fahrenheit and the specific volume of that value, the pressure. So you have two parameters. You can leave the rest of the parameter. That's when the pressure is 1000 psi. And this is um yeah, from that reference. So English units, I mean Smith and Vanes English unit steam table. The next step is we apply the ideal gas equation and calculate the percent error compared with the actual one or experimental one, and you get 22.8%. Okay. Next is we use the compressibility chart. So we first calculate for the PR and VR. Okay, so um, PR is this value. So given we're already given the critical temperature, and then VR is V actual over VC. Okay, so how do you get VC? It's not given. Simply calculate for RTC over PC. So that will give you VC, and then doing that will give you VR. Now, but I thought that the compressibility chart is just PR and TR. If you will zoom in, actually the dashed lines here are isochoric lines. Okay, so these are constant volume dash lines. So we look for the one with VR equal to 2.372, and that's about here. And of course, our PR is I'm sorry, TR. So we're not given the PR, the P, so we're given T and B. So TR is somewhere along this line between 0.9 and 0.95. Okay. And from their intersection, you can make a vertical line that crosses that intersection to read off the pressure. So with that, you can read off the PR and then solve for the actual P by multiplying it with the critical pressure. So you get 1056 psia and compare that with the steam table value is 5.6, which is lesser than what we calculated using the ideal gas equation. And obviously, that's expected because the compressibility chart will give you the real um, properties. Okay. And that ends example 10. At this point, I will stop the video and we'll just continue in the next one.